So, yes, my name is Niclas. I'm a PhD student at Bosch Corporate Research, and we have no finished product for you to present here, but I just want to present an idea and present the idea that Bosch is also looking into open source and not only using open source products, but maybe investing in developing open source. So when we think about the futures vehicle, we think about the software-defined vehicle, we think about a smartphone on wheels, or we think about seamless cloud integration. But there are, especially with the cloud integration and with the amount of software, a lot of challenges. So the question from a security standpoint is, what could go wrong if we connect connectivity and a boatload of software, in the best case under time to market pressure, into a new cool looking vehicle? So our research topic is what could go wrong. And we see some of the effects already, and there is not a single software-defined vehicle coming out of the factory at the moment, but the number of automotive-related CVEs is already rising sharply. That's mostly because of an additional white hat interest. The question is, what are black hats doing currently? So black hats are unlocking cool features in their Tesla, they are stealing some cars, and they are mostly tuning cars. So nothing world-ending for you, nothing world-ending for us, or for the entire automotive industry. But we think that black hats will evolve, and that especially the additional amount of computing resources that is coming with autonomous driving will add to the monetary gains which are already present in the automotive domain. And we think that black hats will evolve and will evolve to ransomware attacks. And let's look into the PC domain. Who is liable or who is responsible if a WannaCry attack hits my personal PC system? The device vendor or the OS vendor or the user? Mostly it will be me, and I can try to sue North Korea for my broken laptop, but that won't help. What will I do with a broken laptop? I can reset it myself. I could bring it to a shop, or in the worst case, I throw the broken laptop away. $500, maybe $2,000 of costs. It's not good, but I can live with that. And now back to the automotive world. I take my PhD student salary and go to the nearest shop and buy myself a new vehicle. And after that, I'm happily driving off. And soon enough, I'm looking into the skyline of Stuttgart. Now here was animation, but no problem. And my new Lamborghini is infected. What can I do now? Resetting it myself is not an option, not even at Bosch. Bringing it to the shop, not ideal. And throwing it away, not even my PhD student salary is enough for that. So what do we think is the appropriate measure? Our answer are honeypots. Honeypots are simply decoy resources that mimic valuable target systems. So attackers will attack them, and we can see how attackers trying to exploit these systems. And in the IT and IoT world, there is a small sample size of operating systems and services, and in the automotive world, we have that. And those are only operating systems. There are no services here, and I just have no more space on the slide for more. So there's a lot. There's a lot we need to mimic with honeypots. With honeypots, we have three simple concepts. Low interaction honeypots that just emulate superficially. We have medium interaction honeypot that emulate a deeper structure, so system commands and a file system. And we have high interaction honeypots. And next we want to look into what can we do today with open source. We can use low interaction open source honeypots that are freely configurable for many operating systems that we have in the automotive industry. But in the future, we don't want to only use open source software, but we want to develop open source software. And the question is why? The first reason is competition. Especially the Eastern market is accelerating the competition quite a lot, and the attack surface is simply growing. Reasons for that: connectivity, software, AI, and the competition-induced time to market pressure. The good thing is there are open source honeypots, and there are a lot we could use for different features. Not simply for entire systems, but they have different capabilities and features. Some of them are placed here, but we want to use honeypots because it's a security system, and there are growing pains with security solutions. And in the open source world, many of them are already solved. Some examples is fingerprinting of honeypots, or the misuse of honeypots as spam relays, and there can even be legal consequences with honeypots. We have seen that honeypots are successfully used and developed in the IT industry, for example, by the Telecom Security GmbH or by Things Canary. There are quite big open source honeypot projects, and we think that the automotive industry could use one itself. And lastly, we don't want to just use open source technology from IT and IoT because of the technology transfer that's happening currently, because of urgency, but we want to give back to the open source community. We want to contribute to features we develop. Examples for that are deception capabilities for honeypots and data analysis. And with that, I'm through. Thank you.